Actually, I am looking at Telugu copy. So for those who are doing English, it might be confusion. But if you don't mind looking at the English copy, Telugu copy, because I recite in Telugu language, but it is the same in English document that I've shared with you. Okay. So this
Okay.
from Saptasati, you are able to see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So from this karma nivritti, whatever I am giving you, is something which is related with your karma release. Okay. So what are the karma release things we are doing? Curse removal. Curse meaning black magic or drishti, nara drishti, or some kinds of loops, cords, any of such. It's coming from other people's evil eye or evil intention. This life, Marujanma, previous life. Okay. So all of that, it gets cleared. Then whatever are the karmic debts that are there between you and that particular person, people, situation, group, which is leading into loss of happiness for you in relationships, money, personal success, goals, purpose, spiritual growth, moksha. All of this series addresses. Then finally, once you achieved series of moksha is not a one-time goal. I say always say it's a compounding effect. So if I have cleared my prarabdha and I have already recited it for more than what I am to recite. Like for example, Divine Mother graciously gives permission to recite it for 1,000 times. Then what happens is eventually that whatever today's prarabdha automatically gets cleared in the due process, and the rest of the number of utterances you have done goes into your credit of good karma. And when you go into when the good karma of yours much exceeds the agami and the sanchita karmas that are your way for the next life cycles, automatically the moksha is been given. And in that also, there are two different types of moksha. One is directly you will enter into your Sivaloka, other is Krama moksha. So eventually you will go into one plane where your vibration is highest, and when the kalpantaha happens, that time Lord Brahma decides to help you with your dissolution of your jiva into themselves. Okay? So whichever is this is what Divine Mother has told me. Hence written that way. And here in this process, why are we saying Bhavatmika? Because when you recite the actual standard books, the language is so um, intervened that in the process of intervening, we don't understand what are the inter words in it, what are the words in it, because it's combined, and none of us have very strong hold on Sanskrit. So in the process to break the words, mantra power is gone. When you're reading it with the mantra the way it is, we are not able to follow. It is taking difficulty to recite. So Divine Mother made me sit and write this Saptasati in a way which is broken from the keeping mantra power intact, not the language intact. Please keep a note of it. Meaning, in Sanskrit, if at all we have to break two words like sandhi, we use some saha. Okay, strunash is there, that becomes strunaha plus cha. Like that, it is there. If you have to break it into two meaningful words from the Sanskrit point of view. But while breaking so, what is happening is here the Saptasati, each mantra is powerful. So there
Yes.
is a lot of encoded energy power in the Saptasati mantra, the way it is there in any, right from Markandeya Purana, everything has been taken as is and given to us, especially the 13 chapters. The next 9 angas are all um, been given for this this time. Okay, for this situation today, we are in this situation where there's so many people who is looking at us with evil eye, who is trying to do wrong by us, who is not happy with our growth, who is, there's a lot of other things. So already we are having problem with our own karmas, and additionally because of other people's evil eye, we are still getting into the background. We are moving back. So for that reason, Divine Mother knows what is happening in today's world. So she understands the need to protect her devotees in a way that is foolproof using mantras. So for that reason, she made me write those three other, not write completely, but um, get it from the Sanskrit versions of the books, and whatever is the spelling mistake, wherever it is there, she made me correct. So there is a high possibility that when you recite this, and when you are so used to recite the standard versions of Saptashati, there might be a feeling that maybe I have written a letter wrong. Okay, so that is the reason I do multiple proofreading, multiple. I go crazy on proofreading because I don't want even one letter brashta to happen in my way of understanding. So the version I have given you is 99% proofread and perfect. However, I'm a human being prone to mistake. So if you find any mistake of letter, word, if you think there is a discrepancy, kindly bring it to my notice. I will be more than, I'll take it as a very, you're doing lot of great seva for me by pointing that small mistake, so that the future generation, the future people, readers of this version of booklet can get the most no error free version. Okay. What I have done, whatever is my power, I have done every effort to make it as much as error free. All right. um, that is about this version of Saptasati. So in this, the beginning chapters, whatever I talk about, where is, am I here? Okay. So you are able to see my screen, right? Oh,
Yes.
yeah. So here, the first the first couple of lines we are talking about is all process on what should we do to start our Saptasati with minimalistic rituals. Here, the focus is not on rituals, but more on devotion, on emotion, on surrenderance. These are the three things which are like pillars of this Saptasati Ucharana sequence. So we are giving very small processes to cleanse ourselves, to hold ourselves, to um, protect ourselves from a psychic point of view using Vedic mantras. And from there, we go ahead towards Sapa Vimochana. What is Sapa Vimochana? Somebody has cursed. And that curse is there in our subtle body systems, which is translating into our chakras, and to the respective places it the curse is active, and trying to bring some kind of unworkability in that space, no matter what I try. So the more I work, the more I feel like I'm getting choked because I have no way out from this place. That means there is something that is beyond my human comprehension that is stopping me have this life. For that reason, there are certain places we are unlocking the powers of Saptasati using these Utkilana mantras, and then there are certain places we are unlocking the curses that we have been put by different deities, gods, celestial beings, so that I get released from this kind of cursed situation that I put myself into without my knowledge. I may not know what it is, but I will definitely have this inkling of release when the same thing that is blocked starts moving positively in a snail space. Okay, don't expect miracles. As I said, energy comes slowly, goes also slowly. So it might take all of you, did you do that experiment, what I told, bottle experiment? The bottle
Yes.
experiment, mud water experiment. Did you do? Huh?
Yes.
How long did it take, Amma Deepika? Did it take a little amount of time?
Yeah, I have it will take around 7 to 8 minutes to me.
Correct. So for
Yeah.
you, Babu Balu Reddy. How much time it took, Naina?
చేశానమ్మా.
ఎంతసేపు పట్టింది బాబు?
10 minutes
చేయలేదా?
పట్టిందమ్మా.
చేయలేదా?
చేశానమ్మా. 10 minutes పట్టిందమ్మా.
ఎంతసేపు
10
పట్టి? 10
minutes
minutes
పట్టిందమ్మా.
పట్టిందా? 10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 నిమిషాలు.
So for others, Andy, Babu, Gopala, ఎంతసేపు పట్టింది నాయన? How much time it took for you?
4.5 minutes.
4.5 minutes పట్టింది. So each of you have different timelines. Anybody else take? And I am not asking your names. Please feel free to tell your numbers, because I wanted you to prove to yourself that it is nobody is less, nobody is more. Okay, the person who got 10 minutes don't have to feel, oh, I only got 10, he has got already 4.5 minutes. Maybe someone else can get 15 minutes also. See, that is the first inkling on why you have to do this many number of times parayana. The more I keep doing, the more. If you don't believe what I'm saying, again I will give you an open challenge. Okay, recite after 22 times. Again, do the same experiment. Again, see how much time it takes. Okay, there will be a marked difference in the number of time, because the first thing I told is take the name of Durga Maa and say, Amma, whatever is my prarabdha, sanchita, agami karma is this mud. So you tell me how much time it dissolves, and put it in the water bottle and put it in the under the fresh source of water. It will take its own time, but it is not one minute or half a second. No matter you put under jet water speed of water, it still will take that amount of time. All right. So that is the why we need to recite it for multiple times. The more we recite, all these sapa vimochana mantras will start getting activated. And the Utkilana mantras, Utkila means unlock. So the more I do it, the more I unlock the powers of not just, here we have given Saptasati Utkilanam, which is Saptasati itself is 700 mantras. And there is a whole lock that is being put on the Saptasati as such for the verses. Not many know about it. It is secret. So that is being discussed. And top of it, we are also doing that normal Kilaka Utkilana mantra. And Utkilana mantras on Kilakam, Utkilana mantras on Argalam, Utkilana mantra on Saptasati, on totality. So these are the 3 additional things you will find in this document, where you don't find it in anywhere else. Then Kunjika Stotram. Kunjika Stotram here is a stotram which is a praise of Durga Maa from a tantric point of view. Sometimes our energies are so fierce that the people who have intended bad will or evil will for us, the nudger or the influence of it is so strong that sometimes we may need a little more fierce form of Durga Maa. As such, I'm starting with the statement that Saptasati's Durga Maa is sattvic in nature. She is not fierce. She is compassionate. She is fierce in helping us take corrective actions. But she knows that if we in our current condition, whatever that is for you, and with the difficulty that you are going through, if she is not compassionate, we may lose our hopes. So as such, she stands by what you have to do, but with a very, 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 very compassionate, very, very sweet hand on our head all through the way, if you can get it. At the same time, because she is fierce in standing by her commitment, sometimes we need a big shake-up to see the reality. Otherwise, we'll be always in our cocoon of self-misery and sympathy. So for that, she moves us. She shakes her life a bit more. But everything that she does comes with a strong commitment about ourselves to help us get to the next stage that we are, for a better version of ourselves, definitely aligned with the divine will and our soul plan. Not the ones that we think, but what she thinks. So there's a huge difference between what I think my life should be and what she thinks our life should be. The transition between what I think to what she thinks, most of times it will be a wide gap most of the times. Unless until you are a very gentle soul by yourself and have done a lot of sadhana last year, last life, a couple of lives in the last past lives, only then you will be directed the tangent, whichever is that angle that you are deviated from your divine self. Most of us will be as far as 180 degrees. For few, it will be 30 degrees. Very small correction here or there, you will get there. But for most of us, we have no idea what our divine alignment self is. So we'll be somewhere here. So from there, we need to move to this side. It takes its own journey. And these are all the mantras that will help us accelerate it than whatever you are reading in the outside. Santi Patam is something which is to help us understand that whatever we are taking from we are thinking about that mindfulness and all of these elements or affirmations or goodwill, which we think is a, is a Buddhist, metta we call, right? Um, Loving kindness meditation and all we have as that are all there in this Shanti Patas as Vedic mantras, which are very hidden because we have no awareness about what are the Shanti Patas that are there in our our own Vedic places, and we think that it is all coming from other disciplines of religion or practices from the West. But all Shanti Patas include gratitude, include compassion, include devotion, include sending goodwill to people, um, including me having emotional strength. I compare myself as a mountain, and I think I'm unmovable, irrespective of whatever is the wind and the mountain situations that happen around. But the mountain never falls down or the mountain never surrenders.
Yes.
So am I. That kind of expression is there, meaning irrespective of whatever, despite whatever is my current concerns and problems, I can stay strong, is what that Santipata one sloka talks about, which is a mindfulness principle, which is talking about mountain meditation. If you're aware of mindfulness principles as such, so this is all being taken from our sciences, our own culture, and put it in a new wine, and we think that's something which not existing in our systems and get attracted to that, but it's all here. I just want to prove that's not from Divine Mother, but it's for my own, for educating everyone that our culture is rich. We have everything that we anybody can aspire to think about. It's only that we ignore what's there and look for something which is not there. I just want to bring that inkling of thought. That's the reason I took the Santipata. In the process, it is there in the syllabus also. Okay, it is not that it is not there. It is there in the syllabus, very much approved by Divine Mother. But those mantras will give you an indication of what all we already exist. Then is Navarna Vidhi. Navarna is 9 aksharas, 9 akshara Mula mantra of Chandi Mata, which is to be recited before Saptasati 13 chapter recitation. And there are two ways to do this whole Saptasati Parayana. One is to recite, say you recite 1,000, you recite a couple of times. Either you can recite the whole Saptasati. From there, 1/10 of it, or 1/10 of your Mula Mantra chanting gets to Saptasati Parayana. 1/10 of it goes equally to doing Abhisheka with the Mula Mantra. Then 1/10 of it goes in doing Tarpanam. 1/10 of it, or maybe 1/10 goes in Tarpanam, and then 1/10 goes in Abhishekam, and 1/10 goes in Brahmana Bhojana. Something in that krama We end up doing Tarpanam, Marjanam, and then Brahmana Bhojanam after you do the Mula Mantra chanting. The usual way of doing is first you recite your Saptasati for your 44 times or 50 times, whatever you are guided to do. And after that, move to Saptasati Mula Mantra Japa. Do it for 9 lakh times. This is, I'm telling you, the process. Okay, not that you have to do. It's good you can do. If you are blessed, if mother wants you to do, she will 100% make you do. So 9 lakhs is the number for Parascharana, it's called. And 90,000 Homa. After that, 9,000 Tarpana. 900 Marjana. Abhishekam on Divine Mother's idol or her yantra. Then 90 people, Brahmana Bhojana. Usually it's at Brahmana Bhojana, but anybody, I would say, not Brahmin, Brahmana, meaning people who are Brahmans, not Brahmins. Brahmin meaning who is caste. I'm saying who are devotees of Divine Mother or Lalita Mother or any other mother source Divine Mothers. You can please call them for one lunch and do the thing, and after that perform this kriya. You can not have to do all at once. Every 1,000 times to take a break and do this, so that you will have to do one. So cooking and all becomes easier. Or 1,000, 10,000, whatever that number is. In that lunch, no onion garlic, no non-veg, total sattvic. Ideally consumed sitting down on the, put it like how you eat, like culturally you eat in a banana leaf and stuff like that, right? Same way is ideal, but not buffet, 100% not buffet. Okay, there is a rule for all the culture, it has to be followed if you are doing it for this purpose. Second, after doing this, there is 2 other wings of doing Saptasati. One is called Sumangali Pooja, another is called Kannika Pooja, Kumari Pooja. Sumangali Pooja is again honoring minimally 9 Durga Matas. Okay, minimum 9 number. You can take it to how many ever times, how much ever is your capacity, your budgetary things, you can take it. What is that you are doing? You avahana one Durga Mata avataram, meaning manifestation in one woman who is Sumangali, who is married, not divorced, ideally who have done either Saptasati Parayana or Lalita Mata Parayana or any other Divine Mother's Parayana. Not somebody who don't know anything, just married, bring her and put her and say you are Swasni. No. If you have to do that because you don't have people around who is already reciting Saptasati or Lalita Mata Parayana or any other Divine Mother's Shaktism Parayanas, please educate them that this is something we are doing. We are invoking you as Durga Ma and then doing it. So educate them and then do it instead of just coming, making them and giving them the tambula. So in that, what you do, you have some set of mantras along with it, but the ritual there, which is very, very ideal for women to do. Usually Sumangali Pooja is done by women. So if you are reciting, ask your wives to do. Okay? There is no caste creed for this. Usually you call them, ask them to sit, put turmeric on the feet and put alka, which is the parayan, altar on the legs. You are decorating them like Divine Mother. Give them haldi, kumkum, para, everything. Give them clothes, give them bangles and flowers. And you take the you do Shodapasara Puja for all the 9 mothers you said. You say one is Brahmi, Maheshwari, Vaishnavi, so on and so forth. Or your Chandrakanta, your, the 9 Navadurgas. Or you can take the normal, your Bala, your Trilalita, your so on. This Saraswati, your Mahakali. This. So any 9 avatars of Durga Ma, please take it and honor them, really thinking There is no age limit. The person whom you are bestowing can be much smaller in age to you. Okay, much less parayana they have done, less parayana. No matter, she is now your Durga Ma. So take blessings for your auspiciousness. Okay, I won't say Sumangali Tattva. I would definitely say bless her with whatever is your goal. So tell them, please do bless me with what you think you should bless me. Don't ask for that blessing. Ideally, I would say this. Okay, if you want to do some question paper leakage, you can also say, please bless me. I have to get away from this problem. Okay, but if you really believe in spirituality, which is surrendering to divine will and not expecting the outcome that you want in the way you want, but Divine Mother has a different way, and we need to align them with her plan. Just tell, I am invoking in you, Mata. So you tell an intention, sankalpa, with your own mantra japa, Shakti, Amma, Divine Ma. I am thinking this mother who is blessing me is so. So kindly bless me. Whatever words she utters, I will take it as a blessing from your mouth and do it. This is the best way of surrendering to Divine Mother's blessing acceptance on whatever they bless is good for me. Okay, in that, what you are asking may or may not come, but if it has to come, she will tell. Okay, that is how you will have to wait another round. So ideally, um, Dasara time is an ideal time to do these Suhasini pujas. So you can call one at a time, or you can call one a day at a time. All is valid. Okay. Second, Kumari Puja. These are all angas of reciting Saptasati, very, very important. Kumari Puja is honoring Divine Mother in her maiden form. Okay, so Kumari is somebody who is still not gotten into their first menstruation cycle. Okay, those are meaning Divine Mother in her Bala form. Okay, so please take children from 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, 6, 7, 8, 9, ideal age. If you don't find them, you can club them. 3 years old, 4 children are there. 5 year old, 2 children are there. No problem. Don't go crazy with fetching some 2 year old child and making them put in. The parents might not, for that reason, again, find a community of people who comes to your place from our own community, so they understand the value of it. I would definitely wish at least we find 4 to 5 people in the same city, state, whatever that is, so that you will have a person to support you in this whole rituals and processes, including your Purascharana Havans. Because if 2 people do the Havan, it means that person is also doing 10,000, you are also doing 10,000. So 90,000, if 9 people sit around the Homakunda and do, around Havan Kund and do, it will become 90,000. So each of you do 10,000 and all the 9 does at the same time, it becomes 90,000. You alone do 9,000, you have to do consecutively 10 days, and all during these 10 days or 9 days, the Homakund should not become, fire should not extinguish. That are some rules there. Like that. That is the reason Purascharana Havans always we recommend to do it in group, not one. That way, finish all 9. Everybody will have that. If I am doing a Sankalpa, it is not that I first do and this is my 90,000. Then you are doing, Gopal Babu is doing. She'll say, Amma, please support me. I want to do 90,000. Now I do for you. So like that. Okay, it is not like I do and I have to do here to do. In this only all is covered. No, not like that. First one is for me. Next is for you. Like that, 9 people, 9 times becomes 90,000 for each. Like that. That is the rule. So Kumari Puja, same process. You are decorating Divine Mother in that little baby, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old. Usually, don't give them all the modern dress. Give them our traditional patpavada, whatever in your language. If you are Punjabi also, you must be having some traditional Punjabi dress, no? Whatever that dress is for you, where you wear. So some gagara, something traditional. For a South Indian, I 100% recommend all our pattu pavada kind of skirt and jacket kind of thing. No price limit. Don't go overboard with I have to give, my budget is 200, I have to give 2000. Don't go all that. Nowhere price is mentioned in any of these rituals. All is given is you inviting Divine Mother and taking her blessings. So don't go crazy with I have to give her nine what do you call that, nine platter, what do you call Babu, that meal you have even the 9 course meal. Okay, you don't have to do 9 course meals, 7 course meals. You don't have to do all that. You don't have to buy what is not your budget. You don't have to do. Just do within your budget, but focus on divinity. Make them, don't just give them, do the mantra that's to be there. Whenever your time is right, we will give the mantras for Suhasini Puja also. When you recite the Vedic mantras, it is giving seriousness in that location. If you just call them and put turmeric, again, human mind will come that, oh, if I am giving 2 rupees, they think, why she gave only 2 rupees saree? She could have given me 10,000 rupees saree. After all, she is so rich. All of such discussion come. So use Vedic as a strength to make it more pious situation rather than a event of get together. So these are the fundamental rules of doing the Saptasati in totality. All right. So now coming to Sapa Vimochana mantras. How many times should I recite? Some of it are to be recited only once, but couple of times are to be recited more than once. If you are doing all this Saptasati sadhana in one day, you have to recite the Sapa Vimochana mantra, which is, I'm talking about the Sapa Vimochana mantra, okay, before the Utkilana. Okay, that Sapodhara mantra ideally should be recited 108 times. Every day, if you are reciting, if your way of recitation is 7 days in cycle, please break that 108 by 7. Okay, so you get close to some 11, 15, 17, whatever that number is. Okay, so break that into that number and recite. What is the way to recite it? Why I say Bhavatmika? If you can just close your eyes and recite Sapodhara mantra, Sapodhara mantra, Sapodhara mantra. That is the normal way of recitation. What I am saying is, before reciting that Sapodhara mantra, close your eyes. Really feel the pain that you are going through because of a particular problem that is gripping your life. Okay? And say, Divine Mother, knowingly, unknowingly, I might have committed some grave mistake that has resulted me to have this kind of human experiences. But I know as I release as I learn the lesson out of this whole experience, with your divine blessing, I will come out of it. So I am reciting this Sapa Vimochana mantra to help me first clear light on what mistake I did or what corrections I have to make. Whatever you think is, I am ready to learn and understand. Second, if you think my parayana, my devotion, my current situation where I am, whatever way I am offering is perfect, the way you want me to utter, the way you want me to do, kindly, with every occurrence of the Sapa Vimochana mantra, please remove me from that karmic debt I got entangled myself into. With this context, you are doing on that Sapa Vimochana mantra. Not like I'm urgent, 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 urgent. I have to do pada 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 pada. Ammo 1 hour only is there. I have to finish off. Your life will be the same. Don't ask me why my life did not change. Okay, if you do it with bhavam, with devotion, mountains will move for you. But if you don't do it, things will be the same. All right. But when I'm saying that also, Divine Mother from me inside is saying, no, still they do, I will help you. That is the karuna of her. Okay, when I say something word which is not aligned with her, she immediately correct me. So that way she's saying, no, it is not that they won't see any changes. It's just that they will take, instead of they getting 10 points, they'll get 1 point. But you will still get 1 point is what Divine Mother is saying. So that is the kindness of her. Though we are unworthy of her thing, the moment we align with her, she will bless us with whatever we are ready for. So kindly trust that Divine Mother's love. Wherever you are, her hand is always there on your head. She never leaves us. We can't have comprehension about her love unless until our Agni Chakra is open and our Sahasra is open. And when your Swadhisthana is open, you will get out of the fear. Even though some of your Agni Chakras are open, some of your Sahasras are also wide open, but your fear is gripping. Fear of survival is so hard that you are not able to understand what's the Divine Mother's love for you. So when you can little expand or work on your Mooladhara or Swadhisthana, let replace fear with love, gratitude. Automatically, things will be more positive for your life. So, what is one of the best ways to start your Saptasati sadhana? When you are when you are at the beginning of the sadhana, like when you are doing when you are putting the adasana vidhi before you start, what I want to do, you will clean your temple room or you will remove the flowers from the temple room. At that time, the first thing I want you to do, even before opening this book, is putting flowers to temple in temple room. Even if you put 1 flower or 5 flower or 10 flower, every flower you remove, you take thankful gratitude that Divine Mother, you have yesterday, say for example, you are having interview and you were scared to attend and you did well. So while you are removing, you tell thank you, Ma. You have removed fear in me. I was doing better than whatever yesterday. Normal way I shiver. Yesterday I trembled a little less. My hand shivered little less. Amma, you only removed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. All the as usually when my mother-in-law comes in front of me, I do a Rudra Tandava only. Yesterday, I think I did little lesser Rudra Tandava. So maybe that is your blessing only. Some love is entering in my life, or some acceptance or tolerance is I mean accepting. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So like that, whatever you had earlier, what you did used to do, and what you are doing now. If you can get present to it, you'll understand how this recitation is helping you. So by taking away that flowers, and while you removing that flowers, you thinking that Mother is indeed removing the vices in me, the karma in me, the where I am getting stuck, all that pain or the trouble in me. By doing that, you are acknowledging her presence in your life. And second, when you are putting fresh flowers, Amma, thank you for removing these. Today I have, say, I have to do Lalita with uh, Chakra Havana. Amma, thank you. You gave me permission to do this Havana. Thank you so much. Amma, please help me. I don't know to do a lot of things. Yeah, I'm hoping you will be there with me. So please help me. I put another flower. Amma, I don't know to do paisa. Please help me to put a correct amount of jaggery, correct amount of milk so that it be tasty for you. I have all intention to give you tasty food, Amma, but I really don't know how much quantity to put. So please help me. Like this, you can say and keep putting flowers. We are allowing Amma to be vulnerable. We are talking to Divine Mother. Don't think she won't listen to all of it. She listens every word you say. It's just that you have to tell and she will listen. But eventually, when she answers, you will cry. Okay. So most of the times that our students keep giving me these experiences and keep crying, at that time I'll say, welcome to the party. Because the moment we know how loving she is, there is no other emotion we get than cry. Because all of the time we will think we are alone in this journey, but eventually you'll understand how alone we are not. Every instant she is there, but she's as eager to help us. But unfortunately, our vices are so, we have done so many other bad things. So in the process, she's giving us a way out. All right. So that is your first level. What happens when you do this gratitude practice? Okay. So gratitude practice is not crying in front. I mean, you definitely can cry, no problem. If you wish to cry, who else can we cry in front of mother? That's a great gift that mothers always provide a space to be vulnerable in front of the children. So 100% there's no wrong in crying. I would say the whole exercise that we are talking about gratitude in the beginning of exercise is only for you to raise your energy. Okay, the highest vibe. Whenever I'm saying human body is a collection of energetic beings and coming together, and you have a vibration that you vibrate with, which is what all your other law of manifestation, law of secret, all of that talk about. And since we are also dealing with our karmic bodies, our casual bodies, our astral bodies, and stuff like that, which is also there in our Panchakosha systems, if all of that is true, the gratitude has the highest level of vibration for us. So when you are filled with love vibration, because whenever we are praying, how usual style is what we come with so much confusion, so much of lack of clarity, and so on and so forth. So when you do gratitude, what happens is indirectly you're putting a break to that whatever noise that we are surrounded by usually, and moving ourselves to a better uh, energetic vibe in our own sense. Okay, and that way, when your being is in a very vibrational state of gratitude, connecting with Divine Mother becomes very easy eventually, whenever you are ready, when the time is right. Okay, when we are ready, when the time is right, is our Mula Mantra to things to happen for us positively. But what happens in this due course is you build a trust that she is there, she will hold me, she will give me, she will guide me, she will uplift me. And that is enough for us to take that. And for some people, there might be a days where even going half a day is so hard. Okay, I feel you, I get you. When all of this debacle happened with me in my life, when I was pulled into Saptasati, there were days when all the papers of the Saptasati used to fill with my crying, because as such Saptasati is 5 to 6 hours. So imagine most of the pages are filled with tears, means how much I would have cried while I was reciting. I used to take great pride in that time. Only I got my glasses 4 years ago. So I used to feel great pride in having glasses at that moment, because anybody else can see me crying, so that these glasses can prevent me not to see me crying. So happily I used to hide under these glasses veils, and I keep crying. So these glasses are a same glasses I'm using even now. Even though my power is little more, also I use the same glass, because this is a witness for all the pain I went through. Okay, so whoever are in the same boat as what I was, I'm saying I survived. Eventually, that whole 6 hours of crying, or 4 hours of crying, or uselessness, hopelessness, because if I was pulled into it, that accompanied a great loss, a great blow to my life, where there's no way I could recover, or not even imagine it would happen so for me. So it came with such a great loss. So if some of you are in that boat, that today I'm in that place, Amma, so please, I am here. Don't worry. And I survived. And I am here for you to support you all through your journey, so that you do survive and then stand for someone else's happiness. So don't worry that you are ever alone in this journey. Why we create this class? It is so easy for me to create one class and put it in the YouTube and just be okay with it. Not being accountable for what are you going through, What are you facing? What, is your life okay or not? What we are trying to do is, when whole world shuns away, I want you to feel there is this place called home for me, which will give you a kind of sense of security, hope, and a place to resonate with and talk about your concerns. And there will be always somebody to listen to you. If we can create such a small haven, I call, because as such, when we are going through these spaces, success comes with many failures. Failure come with loneliness. So most of you, if you
Yes.
are going through some kind of concern, the very first sign is loneliness. If you are spiritually awakening, the first sign is loneliness. Both way, it's loneliness. So during those times, what we need is truth authentically. Okay, not that I have this gain. If I do this, I'll get this. So I'm gonna, no, not like that. Authentically standing by each other and being that support structure that we need. And once we are in a better place, give a hand to another person who is going through pain and suffering, to tell them that you're not alone. I know your family would have discarded, your current friends would have discarded, but that's fine. Only when there is room for old water to go away, toxins to go away, there is room for new water to enter into your life, new energy to enter into your life, new ways of divine presence to enter into your life. So all of it is fine, you're good. We are here for you, we are cheering on for you. Don't worry. If we can give this kind of a support structure, I think we can do anything that we would want in this life as we are going through that pain. Because that pain is not going anywhere. It will be there for some time until we learn the lesson. And all we need is that one person who can cheer on for me. And I know this person will, everybody would have left hope. Oh, she's hopeless, he's hopeless. I'm not telling for everybody, but if you have anybody in that position, we want this group to become a center of a place of belonging. Why I keep telling, please open your screen, please open your screen, is not only for that. If you don't know each other, how will you know who is your cohort? How will you know who is your buddy? How will you know what are you going through? If anybody don't know what you are going through, how will they help you? So everything I can't do, but you're yourself good enough to be a support structure, because that's a training of empathy, tolerance, acceptance. When you can be tolerant to your cohort member, you learn tolerance to be with your family member. When you are accepting the other people's pain as the way it is, you will understand to accept the pain of yours the way it is. So everything done to others is not a reflection of there you've been. It is not a sign that you are generous, but you are doing a great amount of help for yourself by doing so. Right? So that is the reason we always encourage cohort members to be together, to help each other, to support each other in their journeys as authentically as possible. Not for a personal gain, but coming from a space of love. Okay, that's the promise I want each one of you to do for yourself. So that way, small cohorts, small groups of togetherness family. And you know, I don't have in physical, I have nobody, but I have that group of mine where is I can go back and write. And I know I'll be supported, I'll be prayed, I'll be sent good wishes when things little go bad for me. That is enough for me to conquer. Okay, so that is what I'm saying. So sometimes take it half a day, sometimes quarter a day, sometimes three-fourth a day, sometimes full day. Okay, in the beginning the life can go quarter a day. Say, Amma, I've done 45 minutes. One half quarter a day is enough. After that I can go back to my old depressive mode or torture, whatever that life is throwing at me. Then that whole pain will go to half a day. I can, because of this Saptashati sadhana, half a day I'm at least sane. Again I'll go back. Then 45,
अभी
three,
बाद में
then 1 hour, then whole day. It is happen like that only for everybody. Okay. So when life gets tougher, learn to take it quarter a day, half a day, three-fourth a day, full day. Okay, ma? So this is what is the mantra introduction for today class for the Saptasati. After you do your Saptasati Nyasa, there is Nyasa Prarambha. Okay. Nyasa is a means for you to evoke divine energies into your body. So there are multiple levels of Nyasa. First is called Karanyasa, Anganyasa, which is most common in every mantras. If it is a standard mantra, it always starts with Vinyogaha, which is what is the use of that particular sutra mantra recitation. Then it accompanies with your Karanyasa, Anganyasa, which is invoking divine presence in your hands, in your um, body parts. Sometimes at a very eagle's view, 5 parts, and sometimes more detailed into every part of your body, and making yourself divine. So slowly, as we are mastering the art of Saptasati, from Antargraha we'll get to Bahar. From Bahar Grata we'll get to Antar, meaning from outward to inward. The final journey of us is understanding divine is nowhere but inside my heart center, and that is called mantra siddhi in our language. So when you are understanding divine mother is nowhere else here, and every part of my body is filled with divine, that's where I became divine. And when I understand my jiva and my jivatma mixes with paramatma, is where I enter into the state of chit sadananda. So that is the reason we need to do this nyasa to get to that are the ABCD to get to that. So the more you are practicing Saptasati, start with basic nyasa, and you can do your Ekadasa nyasa, which is in your Saptasati nyasa. That is talking about 11 ways of invoking nyasa into your body, starting from top to down, down to up, sides, and so on, which is very, very important for me to actually believe or create my body as a ground or a vessel for divine to enter. And when I'm doing my Karanyasa, Anganyasa, after that, normally I was talking about how a format of a mantra will be. After that, you do a Dhyana Sloka, which is how is the Divine Mother there? So, Divine Mother's presence, then your Karanyasa, Anganyasa, then your mantra, and then your Kirana mantra. So you do Bhurbo Saromiti Digbandaha. So Digbandaha is what after you do your Karanyasa, Anganyasa, always the standard format of mantras have your Digbandhana mantra. Why? Because you're entering into a japa mode, you're into dhyana sthiti. That time you should use your prakamya siddhi to let all the external forces to say, hey, stop, I'm doing this. So let me not get any interferences. That interferences can be right from cooker whistle to people chatting, lot of car and horn voices, to people fighting, children asking you for some help at that time when you are wanting to sit and do your sadhana only, your spouse is asking for some support, phone calls coming, WhatsApp disturbances, any of these office calls, boss calls, parents call, whatever that is. So you're telling universe, look, I am doing this. Please stop. Don't let anybody interfere me. For that, you are saying your Bhurbo Samati Digban. From 4 lokas, please block it. Like you're creating your own grammar by doing this mantra. Okay, so that it is unreachable for others. After you do your mantra for 108 times or more, after that you will do your Digvimokaha, meaning I am now releasing this bandhana I have put. So anybody can disturb me. Everybody can talk to me at this point because I'm available to take some calls, or I'm I'm going back into my materialistic world. So spiritual, you're putting a bandhana. So this is how a normal format of your mantra sadhana goes on. So any kind of standard mantras, Vinyogaha, Dhyana Sloka, Anganyasa, Karanyasa, and then Digbandhaha, Moola Mantra, Digvimokaha. This is the format. So in doing this nyasa, for Saptasati also, when Saptasati is considered to be the 700 mantras, which is your sloka, to before to it, Bhurbo Saromiti Digbandaha should come. Before to it, Nyāsas should come, and before to it, Vinyogaha should come. Correct? This is the format. For that reason, you have Saptasati Nyasa, which is Vinyogaha, Dhyana Sloka, then your whatever is the divine invocation in your body parts, then Dikpandaha, then your Pradama Charitra. That is how the lines goes on. And when you do that, 9 angas have to be recited. For that reason, nine anga meaning 9 uh, uh, parts. Okay, nine
Body parts.
nine simple portions of the stotras. So Nyasa Prarambha starts with you evoking different divine mothers manifestation into each part of your body. Okay, divine mother's manifestation. Please, there is a difference. That's why I'm stressing this word. So different divine mothers manifestation that happened during Saptasati, like many gods who all come for fighting in this Asura war and all of that divine mothers we are evoking in different parts from down from the feet to the head. Then Avahanam, Durga Mata is a source energy, and oftentimes she is maiden. Okay, so for that reason, um, even Vaishnava Devi we see her as maiden form. So we are Avahana of Saptasati is maiden format. Then Chatushtashini Yogini is 64 Yogini Matas who are the divine attendants of this Sapta Matrikas. So divine mother plus 7 Matrikas, 8. 8 into 8 attendants is divine mother is 1. You have 8 Matrikas. Each of these 8 Matrikas have 8 sub-attendants. This 8 into 8 is 64. The 64 are your Yogini Matas. So, whenever we are talking about the complete level of recitation of any stotras coming from Shiva Shakti format, okay, not Shiva alone as supreme god and rest all is not there, or only Shakti is the divine mother, rest all is not there. From here, we are saying Shiva Shakti are two peas in a pod. Praying for one without other doesn't lead into complete wholeness for us to get to moksha. If this is the concept that's been taught, preached upon from in our Puranas, the underneath thing that got forgotten by many people to mention is the importance of doing Yogini Mata prayers. Okay, so Purusha Prakriti plus 64 Yoginis accompanied by their 64 Bhairavas is the complete formula for your materialistic and spiritual success. Hence, that is the reason we are giving Chatushtashini Yogini Avahanam. Argala Stotram, praising Divine Mother about what all we can ask for her by reciting this Saptasati prayer. Kilaka Stotram is a lock that's been given by Lord Sadasiva because Divine Mother's generosity has no bounds and limits. He thinks there should be something to prevent her to get more generous. So only people who can know about it are from Guru Paramparas, people who teach them from each Gurus, and for that reason, he has put this Kilakam Stotram. So in the eventual times, even that Kilaka Stotra also is being shared by some people out of some kind of secret intentions. All of them are being cursed again and sent to the earth form to work on that particular secret, whatever is that intention that has caused them to do this untruthful, adharmic work thing. They're all put in the earth for learning the lesson, and again they put a more powerful, more secretive Utkilanam of Kilaka Mantra. So that way we are protected from the other people can't share it, and this is like Guphyoti Guphyam, very secretive. Not everybody knows. So in that process, that's been given. Then Pradayam is talking about Divine Mother's capacities. If at all I have to bestow upon Divine Mother, I should know who she is. What is her capacity? What is she? How is she more powerful? So to get a more small inclination about her own divine strengths and powers, we are doing the Hridayam. After that, we are talking about what is her heart, what is her power. Both of them are mentioned in the Hridayam and Dalashtuti. Then Dhyana Stotram. We are meditating upon the avatars of Durga Maa in multiple manifestations in this Stotram. What in all this Saptasati Parayanam. Kavacham is a protective shield you are using, saying that divine mothers are around me protecting each part of the body. The difference between Kavacham and Namani Nyasa Prarambaha mantras is that one, we are asking each part of the divine mother, each divine mother to protect each part of the body. Okay? Nyasa Prarambha talks about that divine mother is in me. So there is a difference between she is protecting, she is me. Hmm? So that is what we are doing. All of it slowly moving from outward to inward. And from there it comes to the Saptasati Parayana Krama. First you recite your Pradama Charitram, then you do your Madhyama Charitram, and then you do your Tritiya Charitram. Pradama Charitram has 1 chapter, Madhyama has 3 chapters, Uttaram has 6 chapters, 7 chapters. Okay, so once you recite that thing, whatever is the Navakshari mantra japa you have done, you will do it as Uttarangam. That is what is being given after your Trayodasa Adhyayaha, 13th chapter. Once you do that, you do your Aparada Stotra, which is your Kshama Vidhi. You are telling any kind of Pada Brashta or Manta Brashta I have done. I am asking for forgiveness so that whatever my intention, please take it. Somewhere, wherever I did my mistake, please, as a mother, you are compassionately, kindly forgive me and give me power to recite your mantra more powerfully. Asking for forgiveness and surrendering again. Saranagata, Saranagata, Saranagata is our Mula mantra for everything. If she gives something, it is her. If she is taken away, it is her. We get to that state after some time. And henceforth, you are finishing the Saptasati recitation, followed by offer Naivedyam, offer Mangalarti, and then put your Kumkum. If you have done any kind of Kumkuma usage, vermilion usage in the recitation of any of these mantras. If you have not done any kind of Kumkuma Archana or anything when you are doing these mantras, what you do is whenever you go to any Durga temple or anything, they will give you vermilion. Please put that as part of your prasad. Ideal way of doing it. Before to this, there is a Avarana Puja. Okay, I will teach you after some times of you reciting. That Avarana Puja has to be done with Kumkum. So you get a Meru, a Saptasati Yantra, and on that, every time you are doing the Avarana Puja of Divine Mother, you use vermilion. That vermilion is charged, so you can use it as a protection raksha. What will you do with 1 rind of vermilion? After that, you have 1 month, you have used this much. Put it back into a 1 more cup, again use that. With some little you. Again remove, use, remove, use. So one packet you can keep repeating till that vermilion takes more power, and you won't end up putting it in everywhere here there because my month is over. I have to put new vermilion. No. You use the same, repeat, 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 repeat. It gets more power, use it. The idea is in older times, ladies used to use it as kumkum, like tilkam. But nowadays we are using sindoor stickers, no? So where are we using vermilion? So ideally, after some days, when the time is right, we will go into that state if Divine Mother wants us to see in that position. But at this point, since we are using very little vermilion, please reuse it till you feel it complete. Okay, so just get little, keep using, keep using, keep using till it gets. Ask your children to keep it before going to keep. You use your husband. Everybody will let them use it. Again, community to the circle. If your husband don't listen, don't force. When the time is right, they will listen. Okay. If your children don't listen, if they are 9 years under, make it a habit. After 9 years, they won't listen. Don't force. When the time is right, they will listen. All right. So this is what is the entire Saptasati's premises under which you are reciting the this thing. One last thing I wanted to tell. Divine Mother gave me one small thing I forgot. Just now she told me. Ah, what is the ideal way of dressing is please only wear red color dress before you chant the Saptasati Parayana. That is like a tradition you have to follow. Red is the symbol of Shakti. So using red color bindu, uh, like silk, will give you that power. So if you are somebody who are comfortable to use vermilion, please use it as an attire. 100% use bangles, okay, glass bangles, and you're you're sitting and doing prayer in front of Divine Mother. So imagine if somebody is sitting in front of you shabbily dressed, how will you feel? You can't take it, right? So groom yourself well. I know sometimes when life takes a U-turn, grooming for ourselves becomes a big deal. We think who cares? I want you to all remind Divine Mother cares. So kindly trust your proper attire, even though you don't have to wear thousands of rupees dresses. Whatever you are having, please wear it. Put nice bindi, put hair, do your hair, not for anybody, but for you, for Divine Mother. Okay, she sees you. She wants you to see you in all your beauty, not like how shabbily we are wearing one nightie or some pajamas and doing it sitting at one place. No, that is one thing I would want to say. She wants you to see her like Sumangali means Sumangali nicely. If you have habit of putting flowers, put flowers. If you're not habituated, make it a habit. When the time is right, it will happen. So go back to our roots, how our mothers used to be, our grandmothers used to be. So that is the right way to recite. So don't think nobody is watching. Already my life is this. Well, once I come out of this problem, I will dress myself. You don't have to buy anything for this. Whatever you have is enough. Most of us have forgotten self-care because of problem we are facing and thinking, how does it matter? How it matters how I am to anybody? It doesn't matter. But for all that, I'm telling, Divine Mother wants you to be beautiful for yourself, not for anybody. If anybody comes and tells, oh wow, Teju, you're looking pretty, it's a bonus. But I only ready for myself because I want to look. I'm praying for my Divine Mother, and my Divine Mother should not think that Teju is so shabbily dressed. I should not cause any inconvenience to her when I am praying in front of her for 6 hours. Correct, no? How can we sit for shabbily dressed in front of person 6 hours and keep seeing him? And you're doing your Mula Mantra evokan, when you're asking her to come and sit in front of you and listen to your prayer, she's there, Alva. She's in front of you only, no? She's hearing to every word we are. When all of that is true, how come our personal hygiene is not true? Getting my point? So no matter how your life is, wherever you are, how much forgotten you have gotten into by this taking the heat and beatings of the life what is thrown at me. Don't forget to be beautiful for yourself. You don't have to put makeup, all this, all that is not needed. Just the way you are. Mother loves you the way you are. She gave us this skin, she gave us this hair, she gave us this eyes, all things. So she very well, for mother, we are precious. Like how my child is precious for me, for mother, I am precious. So I don't have to do anything more. The way I am, my mummy is happy. That is how I call mummy my Divine Mother. I used to say in the beginning, because I have a biological mother, I say Amma to my Divine Mother. I used to say mummy because usually I used to call her mummy in the previous time. So I shifted my mummy status to my Divine Mother and say Amma to my mummy. After that, my mother said, "You are mental. You have to call the other way. You call Divine Mother Amma and you call me mummy." So I said, okay, but still, that is the thing it is. So, so that's how you please take care of thing, mm. And in that process, everyone please bestow upon her kind blessings. Tomorrow we will start with the Athasana Vidhi. So I want you to put everybody take a bath. Tomorrow is Saturday. Whoever is attending the morning class, I think Saturday school is off. Deepika Amma, school is off tomorrow for you? Or in Hyderabad, Saturday school is on.
It's yes, Amma.
Holiday Natali?
Holiday, Amma.
So tomorrow, no excuse. Okay, everybody, please wear red color dress. Henceforth, all of you wear red color, whatever you wear. I got this dress in also outside only. I did not stitch. It's available in Soch. Okay, if anybody wants to know in India where you get, in Soch you get this for 1400 rupees. Okay, so you can. I'm not promoting anybody, but at this point I didn't find any dress, so I bought this. So you can also go to any other mall and get red color whatever. Wash it, wear it the same. After you wear it, wash it, again wear it. Wash it, wear it. Okay, just put it in comfort or whatever, and wash it, again wear it, like that. Simple. You don't have to wear it for whole day. Just to your puja, you wear, this is your puja dress. Wear it, again put it back, like that. Lakshmi Amma, for you there is a exception, because in Shastra also, for feeding mothers, for pregnant mothers who are in the second trimester onwards, all these rules don't follow, because they're all having, they are in their motherhood, so that becomes priority. So you have liberty to do whatever you want to do, wherever you want to wear, please wear it. huh? So but for others, this is a must to have rule. Hmm? So Vidyamma, comb your hair. Deepikama, comb your hair. huh? Look nicely, pretty pretty. I have to see you all tomorrow, pretty pretty, like that. Okay. uh, Sorry, then tomorrow we'll do that class.